Hi, Simone.
Hello. How are you, Sam?
Oh, hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. It's been good. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Oh, excellent. I think what I'll do today, I'll get straight into screen sharing because I've made a PowerPoint presentation. And
Yep.
so welcome to Rising Tide, our art play date. And
Lovely.
I thought what we might do today, it's because it's a free choice. Just looking to see, there we go. It's a free draw session, but really you could do painting or you could do sewing or crochet, or really you can do whatever you like. It goes for 90 minutes. And then at the end, like we do with the time drawing ones, we can have a sharing session and just show each other what we've been doing and talk about something that we've learned or something that's really positive about what's happened today while we've been making art. Because I know art always relaxes me and I always get something positive out of it. So we can share that something positive at the end. So, yeah, you can choose to follow along or do your own thing. If you want to have your camera on or off, that's okay. But it is nice when everyone does have their camera on. And, of course, I've got a hashtag set up, which when I post to Instagram, I will be posting there too. And today, this is what I'm doing. And I'm just going to go through some of the slides that we used for. I move that up. Can you see that okay? Yeah.
I can. It's just some of the writing on the right hand side.
It's
So it
covered.
goes, today's art play date is a follow something, and then previous session where I used something, and then it goes, I can see you're welcome to join me or choose to do your own thing. So it's just those top two little paragraphs which I can't see, but
Okay, thank you. That's good to know. I wonder how.
Yeah.
I'll just have to, when I'm
Just
designing the PowerPoint, I'll have to move the text over.
do a
I think.
block that's for
Yeah, I
video.
think so. That's interesting. Yeah, so I'm just going to use coloured pencil and I'm going to go over some of these. Yeah, so you're welcome to do this with me or draw these again or completely do your own thing. So, yeah.
Okay.
Since there's only the two of us here today, which is very lovely, what are you doing today?
All right. So I've got my drawings from the last 2 weeks as well. So I will have a go at those. I've got a bunch of a nice big packet of lovely Derwent pencils that I'm going to have hardly ever used. You know, when you collect these lovely things and you hardly use them. So I'm going to try those again. And also during the week, I saw these cool circle watercolor paintings, and this lady did this sort of abstracty blobby sort of things in watercolor in circles, and then once it was dry she went over it with other things like Posca pens and gold and different colors and did designs over the top of them. So I'm making a few of the bases today, the circles with watercolor, and just see how that goes and see what colors I like, and then I'll have them. So I've taped them all onto some boards, and actually I have started having a bit of a play while we were getting organized. I don't know if you can see them. They're a bit wet. I don't want to trip them.
They look beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, so that will be just an experiment to see how they go. I like what she was doing.
Oh, that's exciting.
Thanks.
Sounds beautiful. All right. Well, since it's only the two of us, I'm just going to start drawing. And I was thinking I'd time myself, but I don't think I will today. I think I'm just going to draw and relax and experiment, because these are new pencils to me too, the Caran d'Ache pencils. So
nice. Yeah.
just getting familiar with the colours and how they layer and just having a little play. So yeah,
very good.
putting in some detail. Yeah. I still haven't got any music for the background. It'd be maybe play dates that might be nice to have music. I guess it depends how many people will end up joining us.
Because if you're talking and things, when I'm watching YouTube videos, there's often music in the background and it's not really distracting. So I suppose, I don't see why it wouldn't work. It would be just the same as that. So
yeah,
worth a try anyway. You could pop it in and see how it goes if you get distracted, or if other people say they're too distracted by it, or see what happens.
Yeah, I think I do normally get distracted with music, but I know other people really like it. And I don't want to use any music. Like, it's trying to find music that goes for a long period of time, or that's copyright free, or that, like, does that mean that then I'm not quite ready to pay yet, but I think I might have to. If I want to use music, I might just, like an epidemic sound or something, I might have to just create an account so that I don't get any copyright. Even
issues, no.
Yeah, I don't want to. Plus, it's not fair. I wish I was a musician.
Yeah.
Wish I could record my. I've been enjoying recording the birds, like
cool.
backyard, like bird noises and sounds from nature. I've really enjoyed that.
That's a good idea.
I listened
and it's
to.
interesting because.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say, different places have completely different sort of bird noises. So some people, say they're from England or whatever, they'd be quite fascinated by our bird sounds because,
Yeah. I've recorded yellow-tailed black cockatoos the other day. They was just standing right near me. That was in a tree right near me when Zeta and I were out for a walk, and they weren't bothered by us at all. It was amazing.
Wow.
And I've got magpies and kookaburras and a wattle bird. What else? Sparrows.
Yeah.
Some beautiful, I don't know what they are yet. I've been trying to find them out in the bird book. Little tiny finches with bright yellow chests. They and they're gorgeous. Their sound is so beautiful. Although, unfortunately, that there was at Chura Beach, and there's a golf course nearby, and I could hear the golf people swearing in the distance. I thought, I can't really put that sound on anything.
Oh, that ruins it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That ruins it. Oh, wow.
And on Sunday, you just never know when other people are going to be around, when the sound is going to be. You expect early. Yeah. Like on a Sunday morning, it's usually really quiet. But so I got up, I'm always up early, but on Sunday I got up earlier just to record the backyard noises. And there were just so many trucks and cars going past. I thought, I don't live near a road. Wow. The sound travels.
Yeah, that's true. And especially I suppose if it's quiet and the wind's in the right direction, they actually seem louder than they really are, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. You can see the benefit. I'm seeing the benefit of doing the timed drawings because it makes you go faster. You don't stop to think about your decisions so much. You just sort of trust your instinct.
Agonize.
Yeah. Yes. Agonize.
Is it perfect? Is it? Oh, it's not quite what I wanted. Oh, yeah.
Yep. So maybe I'll try and hurry up myself a bit over there.
Yes, it probably depends on your personality too. If you're more perfectionist, then it's probably really good to break that a bit.
Yep. I am definitely.
Whereas I'm a bit more I'm a bit more slapdash and like, oh yeah, you're right,
Yeah, no, it takes me so long. So last night I actually started thinking about how I would create the YouTube thumbnail for this art play date. Like,
oh yes.
Oh my goodness, it just took me a long time.
Just your lovely bird with the rising tide, the little bird rising high and a bird in the background. That's it. That'd be perfect.
Maybe I will actually do that. I can't actually even remember what I did. It was quite late. I usually go to bed fairly early, but not last night. It's just one of those.
Yes. Well, I'm just playing. playing with the watercolor, but I don't really think I know what I'm doing. So I'm making a bit of a puddle, but I probably should do some watercolor.
Yeah.
Like YouTubes or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. How did I've just experiment, I think. I did watch a few. Only the color swatching, like how people color swatch. I watched a few of those, and then I don't know, I just experiment. A hairdryer is very good though if you're using
yes.
colors.
Yes. Yeah, I think I've got too much color. Yeah. Okay, that's all right. It's all learning. And actually I don't have great paper. This paper, I should have done it with watercolor paper, I guess. This is just like a visual arts diary paper that I've just typed down. So I don't know, it's only 120 GSM or something.
Yeah.
That's probably going to make a big difference. So that's fine. I know where my
paper definitely makes a difference. Have you got any gesso?
I do, but yeah, I'll have to go digging for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. You told me about that. And it could be because I'm doing the paints in the tubes as well. They're like quite dry, really, like they're liquid, but they're not, like you can't like drop a drip of it into a puddle of water and get it to do the spreading thing. Which is sort of what I was hoping for. They're sort of quite viscous, quite thick.
Oh. I've got
okay, so I just
you know the little what are they called? They're tiny little bowls that you put dips and things in.
Oh yes.
Side, like your side dishes,
side
like
dish, yeah. Yep.
Stuff. I use those for watercolor. Like I use those that just, or you could any sort of small container.
Like a color, put each color in each one or something. Oh yeah. Okay.
And then you can just add a little bit of water or how much water you want. I haven't got any candy on me at the moment, but they're really good to be able to get the consistency that you want.
Okay, and even those palette trays, I guess I'm just using a dining plate.
Yeah,
and for acrylic, I just use an ice cream container lid, for acrylic, because I just I mix. I hardly ever even clean my brushes. I just mix from color to color, and it's such a different technique with watercolor as compared to acrylics, which is sort of where I've really come from. So
yeah, it's good.
I nearly thought I'd do acrylics this morning, but I didn't quite. Then I had this idea of doing the watercolor. Yeah, that's cool. That's
another thing I like using for palettes is like Tetra Packs, like you know the
like yogurt
milk, long life milk container. Once the milk has been gone, I'll cut it open, like I'll wash it out and I'll cut it open, and they're great. They're so handy. I use them for palettes. They're portable, they're lightweight. I can take them with me. You can also use them to sort of make imprints, like press into or use. What do I use? Or I can cut things out or use a ballpoint pen and make a printing thing, like a printing plate.
That sounds clever.
The Tetra Packs are amazing. I love them so much. They're so useful. I've just collected every single Tetra Pak that I've got. I keep them.
You can't get an effect like a jelly plate with that sort of thing, can you? You said something about printing.
Yeah, you could. I mean, I have used a printing press with it, so I don't know how. Oh, you could use the back of a spoon to rub. Yeah, so you just get it. You can just, it's basically get a ballpoint pen and you can just draw heavily onto, it's a line drawing or whatever, onto the pack. Imagine that was a Tetra Pak. And draw like press really hard so that you're making an indentation, and then
Right, like a
get
lino print almost.
yeah, kind of like a lino print, and then just get your oil-based print and rub on, like rub into all the grooves, and then get another like light piece of cheesecloth or something just to rub back and get the excess off. And then, yeah, then you could put a piece of paper over the top and then use the back of the spoon to rub it.
Yeah, okay, right.
You don't have a printing press?
Interesting.
I don't have a printing press
No.
anymore, but
and you said oil-based paint, so it wouldn't work with acrylics, you don't think?
maybe if you used, have you got retarder medium? If you mix some retarder medium, I haven't practiced. I think acrylics just dry too fast. If you've got retarder medium, it might be okay, or maybe using golden open acrylics could be okay.
Yeah.
Or
okay, interesting.
Yeah. Water-based oil paints are good too.
Yeah, okay. So you can then wash them out with water, but they dry slowly. Right.
Yeah, they're really good. The golden open are expensive, but they're very good, especially good for jelly plate printing.
Right. Okay.
Gee whiz, I'm getting right into the detail.
Well, that's what you like, so that's good.
I do like it. Cedar woke me up at 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh no. A wombat in the backyard?
I think she had sore legs, actually. I think she's not.
Oh.
She's got arthritis in one of her legs.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No. And in her hind leg, and in her other one, she is actually missing a femur. She got hit by a car.
What?
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
She's actually a 3-legged dog, but she's got the fourth there. They didn't take it off. They just took the femur out. There's no pins or anything in it. So she's always favored her right leg, which has now got arthritis, unfortunately.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think she's been getting a lot of pain. We've been to the vets.
Have you tried fish oils? You can. My daughter's a vet actually, and one of my daughters. And yeah, and at one stage she suggested we give just ordinary like two. I think it was 2 fish oils a day or 1 fish oil a day. Just squeeze it, open it up, and squeeze it on the dog's food.
Yeah,
because fish oils are very good for pain, and arthritis and bone joint pain and whatever. So yeah, it's my go-to. That's for sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Makes a huge difference.
I haven't.
Yeah. But you have to check the doses and stuff. I don't know how much. Depends on her weight. I mean, it wouldn't hurt her anyway because you can consume an awful lot of fish oil before it's a problem. But mostly dogs don't have a lot of oil in their diet anyway. They have a certain amount. I mean, if they were to, if you, like my daughter always says, if you're giving them a bone, try to cut off most of the fat because they can get pancreatitis or whatever, but from too much fat.
Oh, what about olive oil? Would olive oil? I give Cedar a lot of olive oil.
Do you? Okay.
Do.
I know fish oil is very good for pain. So I've been to the chiro, and like even compared to krill oil, for instance.
Yeah. Krill
oil is all sorts of things, but it won't help you with pain. But fish oil absolutely does.
Okay, but
you've got to get the dose right. It could be quite a high dose. Like for me, I've got to take like 5 a day or 4 a day or something, and then if you drop it down, it doesn't work. So anyway, you got to sort of figure out your dose.
Yeah.
Maybe I could talk to my daughter. I mean, she's a Kelpie, isn't she? So
yeah, Kelpie cross, probably more dingo than anything else, I'd say.
Fair enough. But like a medium-sized dog, though, is what I mean.
Yeah, she's 20 kilograms. Yeah.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask her, see what she says.
Yeah, thank you. That'd be great.
It'd be interesting. Yeah.
It'd be great because I love
our dog's about the same size. So, I mean, weight. So that'd be good for me to know with Matilda as well.
Yeah. I think so. That'd be excellent.
Well, that's okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
blue this time.
Such good companions. Love my girl.
Yes, definitely. How are your pencils going?
I feel like I'm going very slow this morning. They're okay. I think possibly I'd prefer to use smooth paper. But I mean, it's a nice touch.
Yes.
I've got it's like watercolor paper or mixed media paper. I can't remember what it was that I've got. Yeah. I never know. Like whenever I look at pictures, I love detail, but wow, it's like how do you minimize it? You don't like doing all the details. You don't really want to do all the details. So I guess I'm just trying to change my style a little bit to be a bit more like this will do, that'll do. Like
yeah. So what about when you can then go make it blurry again? So like if you were to use a pencil and then if there's too much detail, just rub it with a one of those special rubbery erasers or your blurrer tool or something, like if you could bring it back so it's less blurry, or if it is too detailed, you just go back over it again with a bit more watercolor or like an oil pastel or something, or a like do another layer on top. So do your detail and then try again. Add some more.
Okay.
I don't know. Blurry
okay. I will try that. I have actually, the Caran d'Ache pencils have got a blender pencil. Oh, whoops, I went too far.
Yeah, cool.
I haven't used that before. Like I thought, how do you use that?
Yeah, that sounds
Maybe
fun.
I'll have a little go. I've got it over on my other desk. I could go and get that.
And then if you think, oh, oops, I've not wiped out something I really liked, you just go back and
yeah,
to add it back in again. Yeah. And often we're too close, I reckon. Like you're doing it and you think, oh, I don't know if that's any good. But then you move on to something else and go back 5 minutes and think, actually, I can see the potential in,
Yeah.
Sometimes they need a bit of time to develop somehow.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes a day or two, you come back a day or two later.
Yep, I agree.
I'm enjoying this time, actually, these Fridays we've been meeting because our art play dates, because the week has suddenly gotten quite busy now that I'm back at work, and I haven't done any art until now. So
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, one other thing about posting on Instagram is that you've got to have something to put up there. So like when you're busy with other stuff, you've got to make time to create a few things so that you've got something to show. So I mean, I've got old stuff I could put up. But,
I'm just going to go and get my blender pencil and see what happens with that.
Yeah.
There's two. It comes in two different. Wait, there it is. There's like a pencil and a weird thing. I'm like, yeah. So it's like the pencil, and then there's this like it's like
I think I've seen them. Yeah. We got given a big bunch of paints once. Oh, not paints, textures and pencils and things. And there was this interesting, it almost looks like it's made of hard paper or something. It's
it's weird.
It's like a soft sort of texture, and it's I'll have a go at that.
Oh yeah, I can see it does. Oh yeah, it does help to blend the pencil in. Changes the
Cool.
colour a little bit.
Well, that's
It's
interesting.
blending together a bit, I suppose. Hmm. Interesting.
It's probably really good for your brain, letting it just try out something so completely different and not having to, if you try out a cake and you make a recipe and you fiddle in when you change the ingredients and it makes it really disgusting and no one can eat it, then it is a waste. But not with this sort of thing. You can be a bit wild and, try whatever you like. And that's a total freedom that there's almost like there's no one looking over your shoulder. I'm not going to say, oh, Sam, I don't like the look of that. Like no one can say that,
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that's my phone ringing. Barbara.
Oh,
I don't know who that was. That was one of the Kookaburra recording sounds that I made. I made it my phone ringing sound. Did you hear? Did you hear it?
I couldn't. No, sorry. That's really clever.
Also,
do you know what I like doing?
pardon?
Go for it. Yeah.
When you
no, it's okay. You go.
I don't like that blender there. When you're experimenting with art and you're just totally being free and trying things out, you kind of learn stuff about life as well. It's like it's your safe place. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like it's your safe place where you can try out things and make mistakes and know that you can fix them. It's kind of like it teaches you that it's okay to make mistakes in life too, but you just and there are ways to fix things. Well,
and it gives you a little bit of courage maybe to try something that's new, because trying things that are new is scary, and but here's a place that you can practice trying out new things without there being terribly drastic consequences if it doesn't go wrong.
Yeah. I'm not really liking my drawing very much this morning. I liked it better when it was just watercolor.
Interesting.
Kind of got.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I like it.
I might like it a bit better later, but I think what I'll do, I'm going to use some of those acrylic markers and see. Oh, they do smell a bit. The tooly ones, they do smell a little bit strange. I'm going to grab any color.
The problem is they're more permanent. The problem is they're more permanent though. Like with Poscas, even though they're paint markers, I have found if I have lacquered over, like say if I've done an acrylic canvas and I've gone and done markers over the top, when I go to lacquer it, it blurs and it runs.
Does it?
So and I was very disappointed. So for instance, I used to do a lot of black and white drawings and I would use Sharpie pens, and they were brilliant. Drawings I've done, and they're still black and sharp as anything. So the newer Sharpie pen are nowhere near as good. They fade, and then you've got to go over them again and stuff. And so they're not, you want to lacquer it to try and make it to fix it. But so that's why I've been really into the whole Posca pen, because I thought, oh yes, cool, it'll be permanent. But I don't. Maybe it's just the lacquer that I'm using. But it was Joe Sonia's. And there were Montmartre. There was a Montmartre brand one, and they're supposed to just be like it's like a liquid you pour on and then you paint over it. And that's fine. It's fine if it's just an acrylic painting, because obviously that is 100% permanent. If you wet it, it's not going to blur it all. But I have had a problem. I've done all this beautiful detail with a fine pen, and then you lacquer it and the whole thing just goes to nothing. It's just awful. So that is a part of the process I really need to figure out, because there's no point in doing all this work if you can't,
that's right,
make it stay. I mean, and then I've tried the spray ones. The spray ones, which are really stinky, and you really got to do them outside. They're horrible. And even sometimes I must say one I tried was a Kmart one. Sometimes it works nicely, other times it's not so good. So it's a little bit unreliable, that one.
Yeah.
So I bought one from Magnet Art, and it's one which is, an official paint, supposed to go over painting and sort of fix the surface. So say you're painting on a terracotta pot or something or other.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually tried that on my canvases yet. But
Do little test ones.
I reckon it would probably work on. Sorry?
Yeah, do a little test first, like little test.
Yeah, true.
Bits.
That's a good idea.
I've found the same similar type of thing with like dry pastels, like chalk pastels, and did this beautiful, beautiful drawing, spent hours on it, and then I sprayed it with fixative. I think it was a good quality. It wasn't the best quality, but it was an art.
Yeah.
It wasn't cheap. Yeah,
no.
and it totally changed the colors of all my pastels. My beautiful bright colors just went a real earthy brown that looked almost like a vintage photo. Yeah, I was really disappointed. So it's put me off using dry pastels drawing, but I love working with them.
Exactly.
They feel good.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So I think I will buy some one day. Sennelier make it's really expensive. Like a can of fixative is about $50, but I think that might be good. I don't know. It's a lot of money to just.
I know what I used. I think it was a matte medium one time. So I was doing this thing with Judy Woods from New Zealand, and she had this thing where you do all these different layers, and one of the last layers after you've done three different sorts of backgroundy things, and so there's acrylics and inks, and then you do a a contour drawing, and then all in acrylics, and you paint it in, and then you put collage on top, and then on top of that you do pastels or ink markers. And she was using in between the layers to fix it so that you can't damage the previous layers. She was putting this, I think it was a matte medium or something, and it was just a Joe Sonia's one I used, and seemed to work. And I did oil pastels, and I did it over oil pastels, and then I could go back and draw on top of it again a bit later. It was that actually worked quite well.
Okay, I've got some matte medium. Thank you. I'll try
that. Work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would work. I wonder if you could use it as a lacquer, like as something to protect the surface.
A sealer. I reckon you could. I reckon you could do that. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to get some little. Have you got any canvas that's not already stretched, like just the fabric canvas?
I've got a pad. Yeah, I do. I have a pad of canvas. Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea. Yeah,
and just do little samples. I often do that. I didn't with the pastels, but I often do little samples of things before I actually do a proper thing.
Yeah, good idea. Yep. And if you did acrylic on a canvas, does it really need lacquering anyway? I guess that's another question.
I don't know.
It's pretty permanent.
No. Yeah, I'd say it is, isn't it?
So maybe I'm just making work for myself.
Maybe. I'm very good at making work for myself.
Yep.
I'm going to experiment with some. I know I said I was just going to use coloured pencils, but I'm going to experiment with some of these acrylic paint markers. The drawing that I've done for this particular seaweed, I don't like it at all. But anyway, I'm going to have a little, see if I can do something else. Who cares? Let's just play. That's the whole purpose of this thing.
That's right. And maybe it will give you a bit of a structure that you could, at least you're not starting with a blank canvas, you've got something to base something else upon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still going with my circles. I've done 8.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
Still just
a
using
few
the
more to go.
watercolor at the moment?
Yeah, just sort of blobbing it on and seeing what happens when I put this color with that color. And I've been using a tissue to dab some off again.
Yeah.
And if I use a big brush or a small brush or
Sounds nice and relaxing.
it's going to take a while to dry. That's the only thing. So you can't do much about that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a hairdryer. Oh, it's not too over on the other desk, actually.
well, I could do that. I could take this away and go and dry it, I guess.
Oh, that's a beautiful color. I love like a gray blue color. It's one of my favorite, like a smoky blue.
Like a denim almost.
Lighter. Like a cloud, like a cloud sort of gray blue.
Okay. I think I need one of your spray bottle things. That was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
You could.
Oh, where did I get that? Oh, I think I bought those through a school art supply shop. Those ones.
Okay. Yeah. And you could spritz it, like put a splash of water onto other color, and then you get white water dots, I guess, in the color dots, in the color patches.
Yeah. Yeah. Or salt. Have you got any salt?
I do.
Salt gives an interesting.
Hang on. I'm going to try that.
Still got lots of helicopters
going.
Oh,
yeah.
It's orange in there too. Actually, I like acrylic markers. They're kind of fun.
Oh, good.
I've got a piece of paper off to the side that I'm just doing a little testing my colors with them.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I found I actually quite like to have a scrap piece of paper nearby whenever I'm with anything I'm doing, just so that I can see what's going on, see what color it is. That might be a bit too bright.
So with your salt, do you put it down before you put color on, or do you put it on top of your color, or both?
On both, but on top.
Okay.
Well, that's too bright.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And does it stay there forever?
No, then you can
it off later.
Yeah, when it's dry, you can like just brush it off or use a clean tissue to lightly like feather dust it. Sort of, that's how I do it anyway.
Okay.
How have the designs been going, the fabric designs?
Well, I did another one this morning, which was why I was running a little late because I feel like I need to keep up the sort of regular drawing practice. I mean, I have lots of ideas, and I'm always collecting photos, like when I'm at work or at the shops or something, or I'm looking at card designs and other people's repeat patterns and how they structure it. So like I did a vine one this morning. I've got a mat, actually, a doormat, and it's got this viney pattern over it. And so I thought, I'm going to try doing something like that. And so that worked nicer than I worked out better than I expected. So that's good. And yeah, so it's interesting because I'm trying to, in terms of work process, it's easy to hop in and just draw things. But then if you want to try and have them hang together in some sort of collection, it's or if you want to try and name it, it becomes difficult actually, because you think, okay, you've got a stripe and you've got a pattern and you've got a spot and you've got a floral, and okay, but they're all a bit, they don't sort of hang together. So if you come up with an idea and a name or a little story first,
yes,
then you've got this mental framework in the background and your pattern sort of fits in, and then it's easier to come up with ideas or for names and where it goes. So
yeah.
well, I've got one collection I call Granny's Garden, and the idea is that it's the sort of that what you remember your grandma's garden like, with veggies and strawberries and pots and roses and whatever, you know, like it's like a bit overgrown and old-fashioned-y. That's sort of one little idea, and it's always bright and sunny and warm and bees buzzing.
Oh, you've just frozen.
You know, like it's just a nice, happy feeling for, you know, when you were a kid.
Yeah.
But that sort of feeling of, you know, bringing back that sort of feeling, that's one I have. Another one I've got is Black and White Whimsy. So it's a bit more crisp, and I haven't quite got a good story for that one yet. But I love just plain black and white designs, which I'm probably going to do black and white over the top of these coloured circles. Like that's probably what I'm going to do, I think.
They look lovely. Yeah. I like the black and white designs too. I saw that on Instagram.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, but then I also want a black and white one, which is very elegant. So I'm trying to think sort of more like Art Nouveau or Art Deco, you know, that sort of very cool, crisp. You know how they had all those lovely stained glass windows and those beautiful artwork. So it's actually got quite strong black outlines, but a lot of beautiful movement in, you know, it's not like sort of, I mean, some of it is sort of very geometric as well, but so I've got this elegant one. So I was doing this black and white one this morning, thinking, is it going to fit into my black and white whimsy, or it's not quite elegant enough for elegance, but yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting.
That's good. It's good to have lots of different projects on the go and work in themes or, you know, like collections.
Yes, that is so true. It really is helpful.
Yeah.
And it also gives you a feeling of purpose. It feels like, okay, you're actually getting somewhere with this. This is not just random.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing something completely random and wild and just for the fun of it, obviously.
Yeah.
But I suppose for me, I'm trying to direct it towards a collection of fabrics which I can sell. So therefore, I do need to have some sort of structure in there.
Yeah.
Within which you can do totally anything you want.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. So we've got the 30 designs up on Cloth Cuts. So
yeah, cool.
Want to.
That's very
exciting. Going to order some fabric and order some swatches. Oh yes, I've been trying to do mock-ups. That was another thing I've been working on this week in the background, trying to figure out how to get some mock-ups working. I've downloaded a bunch of free ones, but I haven't tried them in. I don't have Illustrator or Photoshop, and I believe you can do them in Procreate. So I've been doing the downloading, but I haven't gotten as far as getting them into Procreate to see if I can. I've been looking on Createsy and Creative Market. They have some wonderful ones. They're beautiful, but like $17 for one, and I think that's American dollars. So
yeah,
you want to pick and choose, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure it's something that I can use over and over.
Yeah.
So,
I'm finding that I'm finding there's a lot of hidden costs in having an art business. A lot.
Yeah.
Everything costs, if you want to, everything costs money.
I guess you could call it your setup costs, though, you know, like.
This is
once
This is
you've
constant.
made your big decisions, once you've
Yeah.
made your decisions about what you want to focus on, and you've got enough of that behind you, you can then just use what you've got, hopefully.
There's just a lot of things that annual subscriptions that you have to keep paying.
True. All right, I'm happy with those. I think I overdid it with the color to start with, but as I've gone along, I've done less and less color, and I like them better because there's more white space.
Oh yeah, it is nice to leave space. There's me who's tried to fill in all the detail. That's okay. So
right, see. I've just, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I just dabbed some and this salt has come off and it's left these little white dots. Oh, I like it. Good. Okay.
The dark olive green. Oh goodness, it's just checking the time. Wow, time goes so fast. Darker green than that. Maybe this one. Yeah, maybe. I think I need a bit more practice at drawing fast.
Yeah. I'm going to move on to the drawing of the other last week's.
Oh yeah, okay, great. Which one do you want to work on? Do you want me to? I've got a couple of them from last week in the slideshow here. I can change. I'm happy to do another one because
that's
what
have you got there? Which ones have you got?
Okay, wait, where's the mouse gone? Here it is. So I think I've only got about maybe 6 from last week. So
yeah,
is that one? I love that one. I think that's my favorite. And one, and that one.
Oh yes, I like that one. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, good.
And your favorite one, the one that you like.
Oh yeah, yes.
I think, and then I've got some shells from the one we did before that. So
okay, any of those will be fine because I've got all of them here. I can work on any of them.
All right. I would really like to work on this one. So
yeah, okay, go for it.
work on this one. Okay, I'll put this one away. Good. Actually, no, I'm happy. I'm happy with them now that I'm looking at them. Actually, it's funny, isn't it? Like, you know.
Oh, so you're liking it a bit better now. Oh, good.
I really like I mean, it's not great. I don't really like it, but the one that I've just done, but I much prefer it to what it was looking like previously. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'll show you it. I'll show you the end, and then the other one. It's just, I'm not sure. I think.
Can you make your screen big? Can you make your screen big because it's only like tiny?
I'll stop sharing for a minute, and then I can spotlight. How's that? Can you see that okay?
That is still quite small, but you know how you pinned it or something and it took up the whole screen? It's bigger than it was.
Oh.
Bigger than it was, but it's still only like an eighth of the computer screen.
Right. That's interesting because it's huge for me. I put it on spotlight. I will pin. Is that bigger?
Let's see if I can pin it. No, it's gone smaller.
Okay, I'm going to remove pin.
Here, I'm going to pin it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see if you can pin it. Can you?
Oh, hang on. No, it's big. Oh, sorry. It's fine. It is big now. Yep.
So
that's good. Yeah, no, I like it.
Interesting. Anyway,
my screen was too small. I think I had to maximize my screen. So that looks much better now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. I love your patterns in that one on the right. That's really cool. I like that one very much.
Yeah, thanks. I'm not overly happy with them, but it doesn't matter.
And then, it's a process, isn't it? It's another layer, and you've
Yep.
they have a life of their own.
Yeah. They do. And it's just for in my sketchbook anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I love the ones I did the other week. I love that pink one, which is just on the back of it anyway. So all right. So the next one. This one.
Interesting. Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Do we want to set a timer or no? Because
Up to you. How about why don't we set a timer?
maybe we should, because then if we're both doing it, it might be a good idea. Oh, somebody actually left me a voicemail.
Oh, cool.
It's usually telemarketers and I don't answer them. Timer. I'm going to go 5 minutes for this one because I really like this one. Is that all right with you? 5 minutes?
Absolutely. Yep, that's fine.
Okay, go. Yes, that's on. All right, eagers.
Oh, where's the light and dark? Okay, so I love these leaves at the front. They're the things that keep capturing my attention.
They're beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, actually, you're right. I've just gone straight to the background. I'm so used to painting in the backgrounds first.
Well, that's probably the way you should do it. I'm just sort of thinking, what do I like, what I feel like. I'm not really very systematic.
With watercolor, you paint your lights first. You put your lights in first, whereas with oil paint, you put your darks in first.
Right. Okay.
Ooh. It's not a rounded shape. Yeah, you're right. I think I might start with those planty things too, because otherwise, oh my God, it's 3 minutes. Like we've done 2 minutes already.
What? Serious?
2 minutes
okay.
Already.
Okay. Speed up.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to do time drawings.
No, we'll just.
Yeah,
good for a change. Actually,
it is.
It gives
it
it
really
a bit
good.
of excitement and makes it sort of exciting. And
it does. And I was just lingering too much with the others. And sometimes when you linger, I don't know. You can tell there's not.
Yeah, I agree.
Something not right with it. The ones I've been doing before.
It's not so instinctive. It's more right brain, left brain. I think.
Yeah. You can
I bet that's it. That
too much deliberation.
When you're
Yeah.
And you control freak takes over instead of your artistic.
I've got a big control freak in me, unfortunately. I don't know if that's being a school teacher, although.
Yes, well, you've got to be in charge, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't actually think I am though anymore. I think things have changed so much. Constantly learning.
All right. Oh, I was just thinking what would be really cool is even to go over it with gouache afterwards, because
would be.
those bright, so the bright yellows, they don't work with pencils. My pencils are not bright enough to go over
Yes.
the top of my paint. And watercolor, well, I suppose if it was just solid paint and not much water, it'd be okay. But gouache is very, what's the word? Opaque. So
yeah, good for layering.
Good for layering, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've actually found that with some of, like, I've got lots of different types of pencils. The ordinary Derwent pencils, I can't layer like this. And I bought some of the Derwent Light Fast. We've got 1 minute 15 left. Some of the Derwent Light Fast, and they also, they're not like the Caran d'Ache here.
Okay.
If I was going to buy any Derwents, I would buy Derwent Drawing. The Derwent Drawing pencils are really nice. Or even the Colour Soft ones are lovely. Don't know about the light fastness though, but if it's just in your sketchbook, if you're just drawing in your sketchbook, I don't think things need to be light fast.
No.
46? Time. That's not the right colour. Oh, 14 seconds. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I want to keep working anyway. I won't. I might come to it again, like the third time. It's like, oh.
Yeah, well, why not? You know, it's all layering, isn't it?
Yeah. I still don't know the colours very well of these pencils. And there's some colours, they're just not there. The colours that I want are just not there. Prismacolor pencils have got a massive range of colours.
Yeah, okay.
Oops, that's not the right one that I want. No, I don't know. Oh. Oh well.
What kind of would you use for making donuts? But it should say in the packet, doesn't it? Doesn't say in the packet. Okay. I'm sure 14 seconds is up, but I'm still
It
going.
is. Oh, good, me too. What's he cooking?
He's got this cute little gadget which can make mini donuts.
Oh, yummy.
But they're not like super real donuts. It's a they're only as big. It's a little gadget. It's like here. See the little machine? Yeah. You make your dough and you put it in. Oh yeah. I think this is self-raising. That looks flour, baking powder. You use self-raising. You use self-raising, and that way you don't have to put baking powder in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, they're quite nice actually. They taste a bit more like cakey than they do taste like this, you know, proper donuts, but they're still quite fun and they're quick, and it was his Christmas present last year, so it's a good little gadget. Beautiful. Where's the oil, Mum? Up above the oven now. Right. To the next cupboard to your right. That one, yep. That was. I'm going back now with paint, with the watercolor paint, with like almost no water so to make it nice and opaque and thick. Oh, cool. To try and do those little yellow blobby bits. Yeah. I don't think it looks anything like the original picture, but it's me having, you know. Yeah. Fun. Yeah. And the thing is that anybody else so say you stuck it in a frame and put it up for sale or whatever. Yeah. No one's going to say, oh, it doesn't look like that photo on such and such. because I didn't have a clue what your,
That's
what your original
yeah.
thing was. So.
Yeah, that's right. I had a dark grey and it's turning out light. Oh, interesting.
That's true. Yeah, so,
should be light. Maybe I didn't shake this tooly pen enough. Paint marker. Oh well. Go with the flow. It was strange being back at school actually this week. I only did 2 days. The first day was so hard because it was just so noisy. Oh, so noisy. But yesterday I really enjoyed it. It was really nice.
Well, that's good. And how are the kids coping without their phones?
Surprisingly, so much better than I thought they would. I was really, really surprised.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's only the first week, but they're actually, some of them have said to me that they enjoy it. And I did not expect that.
Concentrate on what they're sort of supposed to be there for rather than distracted.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe not in my classes so much, but it's a bit challenging being a casual teacher sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, do they know that obviously they know that you're just there on certain days, that you're not always there. So do they treat you differently than a standard, like regular teacher who's there all the time, do you think?
Absolutely. They know, and they know, and they say it to me too. They know too. They're pretty naughty.
You're just a casual, so we don't have to take any notice of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, that's very demoralising because if you put all your effort into creating a nice, good learning environment and all your input, and wow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, demoralising is actually a very good. Yes, I've had to really. It's been huge actually, because I used to be like, I've always been until recently full-time and permanent, and had my own class, and like I was head of a department at one stage. All sorts of things. None of that makes any, doesn't matter now.
Wow.
But it's really been a journey of letting go of my expectations, constantly learning. It's a completely different way of teaching. I'm really not, I don't really feel that being a casual teacher is about teaching the content. Probably a lot of people would argue with that, but the kids don't listen.
Like holding a place holding a place for when the sort of full-time teacher comes back, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, I sort of see, like sometimes I'm lucky and I do teach the content. But I more see my role, like I definitely try, but sometimes you just gotta, like there was one lesson I had the other day and I literally just had to, I literally just sat down. I thought, this is just not working. I kind of gave up, and I thought, I'm just going to chat with the kids. And then the behaviour calmed. Oh, there's nothing I can do. The behaviour just calmed down, and the kids were much more agreeable. Like I stopped trying to push them to do what they were supposed to be doing because they weren't doing it. And everyone was getting cranky, and I was getting cranky. And then I just had to stop. Yeah, I just had to stop.
Goodness.
And then it calmed down a lot. So they're like, I don't know.
Interesting. I mean, there's an awful lot of teaching, an awful lot of learning you can do through conversation.
Yeah.
Through, talking and thinking and, like.
You can't,
Who says that that's not, totally a good way of doing things, really?
Well, for me as a casual, and that's my choice to be casual, I can't teach anything unless I've got the relationships there first anyway. So it takes time to build those relationships. So that's kind of where I see my role at the moment, is building relationships.
Mm-hmm. That totally makes sense to me. Because
Yeah.
why would they bother listening to what you're saying if you don't come across as someone who's trustworthy, and that's only or someone who's worth listening to? That takes a bit of time. And I suppose if you're doing lots of different classes all the time, like it's not the same year or the same. I mean, there's a whole school's worth of kids to get to know. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah. I've been there for maybe 6 years now, so I do know most of the kids by name. Sometimes I forget who's who. My brain just gets in freeze mode because it's very overstimulating being at school, and I'm naturally more introverted than extroverted. I like a lot of quiet time. So going and being in a noisy environment with everyone's talking at once, it's very overstimulating.
Mm. And you teach art?
Sometimes. I didn't this week. Sometimes I do. What did I teach this week? Some history, Japanese,
Oh, wow.
technology. Yeah, I've got there's a man a Japanese guy in there at the moment, so it was so good because he can. I can't speak Japanese.
I was going to say, you're much cleverer than me,
No, but I know, just setting the resources up and providing the framework for the kids.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Also, some coding in technology. What else?
Wow. You're very multi-skilled.
Yeah, I've been teaching for a very long time, and my training was in primary school teaching. So you do get a broad overview of different subject areas, but it's more how I'm going to say behavior management, but I don't think I'm very good at that at the moment. It's more just being like knowing where is everything? How do I access things? How do I connect the kids? It's like you're just a facilitator, really.
Facilitator, yeah, right. Yeah.
How do I find that information if I don't know? Okay, all right, kids, well, let's do it together. How do they find it? Like I'm just trying to teach them how to learn for themselves, really. Because they're going to have to know.
That's right, yeah. Once you've learned how to learn, there's nothing to stop you.
Yeah. And trying to is that information good? Like, how do you trust that source? How do we know that that's a trustworthy source to, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, wow.
I do like it. Sometimes it's very, very hard, but I do really like it.
Yeah. Very important job these days, as it was always.
Yeah. It's exhausting. It's very exhausting.
Okay, so it's really need some dark down here. Oh, I'm nearly done. Have we had our flight?
Yeah, I'm happy to stop because anyway. I don't think it worked. I just might not be having a very good art day today.
Well, probably the process is good for you anyway, even if gets you to think your mind off other things. You've got other stresses happening in the background there, so
it has been a fair bit going on.
Well, I'm actually quite happy with this. I'm surprised, So I've gone and done, obviously there was a painting to start with, and then I did some pencil, and I've gone back and done some paint on top of that, and now I'm doing pencil on top of the paint again, and I've scratched in I put some paint on really thick
Yeah.
because I'm an acrylic person, so that's how I often work, right?
Yeah.
And then the watercolor, I've just got basically straight white paint out of the tube. I just squished it onto my paper, straight out of the tube. And then I've gone and with pencil drawn around it and in and through it, so that it sort of gives it a texture, and then it's scratching the white back and the colors underneath are coming through. So
wow, that sounds amazing. Next time, maybe I do have something that you could film from over a head.
That would be cool.
Logged in as two people.
I can at least take a photo. Well, I do have my phone. I do have a little tripod. I could possibly.
Yeah, maybe for next time. And this time we could just do it how we did.
How would I? So then I'd set it up in Zoom, you mean, via my phone?
Yeah.
So that you could see what I'm doing. Oh, okay.
So I sent you 2 links. I sent you to 2 different email addresses, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what I do. I log in as myself through my desktop and my webcam, and then so I start the meeting, and then on my phone I've just gone into my Gmail email, and I sent myself an invite to my other email, and I just joined the meeting from that invite in my other email. So I've sent you 2 links, so you should be able to do that. You have to have Zoom on your phone as well.
Yeah, okay.
You have to download the Zoom app on your phone as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
take a photo without getting the big shadow in.
And then it just will ask you to name yourself. So I've just named mine Sam's Art Process, my second one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, good idea. All right.
P stands for
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to.
Too bright. I like it though. I do like it. How's that? Okay, I prefer it.
Oh, I'll have a look and see if that photo works. I'll just upload the.
Oh, so I'll go into my Instagram, shall I, to check?
Yeah, I'll just pop it up there.
I'll do that
in real life
at the end, because then we'll have a share session at the end, I reckon.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
actually,
I'll do it now anyway, and that way it'll be there.
Yeah,
it's it's paler. And it seems to be my phone takes things paler, like the colors are more intense in my original. But anyway,
what kind of phone have you got?
Oh, it's just an Oppo. I need to get a new one anyway. It's dying. I can't even access my bank anymore.
Oh no!
I mean, like, the app won't work. The app's no good because
yeah, so old. Yeah.
It says it's not your phone, your devices.
Yep. I've got my actual phone is so old that there are apps I won't use, but my phone I film from is actually, I should be using that phone for my phone. But
yep.
Oh, I'm hungry. I actually can't stay for too much longer today.
No, yeah, me too. We're sort of time flies when you're having fun.
It sure does.
So I'm going on to the just the one next to on the same page is the kelp forest one.
Yep.
I'll have a little bit of
this one
with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I might too then. How about we make this the last one and then we do a share session? How does that sound?
Sounds good. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe what we could do for when other people start joining us, maybe I will, in my little thing at the top in my presentation, I might say, because I did it quite quickly what I wrote because I'd forgotten and I lost everything. Anyway, maybe I can say that when we have our share session at the end, they could, if they wanted to post to Instagram, to my Instagram account as a private message, we could get up on screen how I did, or we just did a share session like that. It was nice. What do you think?
I think it's good to do both, but you can see if I hold it up,
If we go,
the colours are, it's very pale.
yeah,
all.
yeah.
I don't know if it's better. I don't know if it's just my lighting here. Yours is way better. Your colours are really good. You can see the darks and everything, whereas mine just seems totally overexposed somehow.
Maybe.
So I'm not sure. That's why I thought if my photo might me, but
What kind of webcam are you using?
it's just whatever's on the laptop here.
That's why.
You need a proper webcam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Okay.
my colors are actually my phone, which is a Samsung S20.
Yes.
My
getting
thing.
something.
Yeah, the desk never you definitely need a webcam. I totally recommend a Logitech Brio. It's about $400. If you're going to do this kind of stuff, it's about $400, but it gets great depth of field. You can change the depth of field. You can change the lighting in the camera settings. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. The quality for me is, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very important.
So much better when I use the webcam or the phone rather than the computer.
Yeah, righto. That makes sense. All right. I've taken a before and after. I'm going to take a photo of and then I'm going to play with it and see if it can.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I really like this one actually. Even the original.
Yeah.
It could just be the colours, I think, because
Yeah. They're beautiful colors, aren't they?
nice colours.
This color, I think. Or maybe it's this color. Oh, that's green.
And are we doing 5 minutes?
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about the timer.
Just as to how fast I need to go.
Okay. Okay, go.
Right.
5 minutes.
I haven't already started, but yeah, okay.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
Okay. Now,
2 minutes 39.
okay.
Oh, wild colour. 2 minutes 10, 15, I mean, sorry, read that wrong. Oh, it's so windy. Yuck, it's so windy out there.
Mm,
I'm glad it rained last night.
yeah, I so needed it.
Yeah.
Now, pale blue. Interesting what colours come in these packs, you know, like
What are
you were looking. Derwent Artists. It's a 36 or 24 pack, was it?
Oh, yeah. I've wondered.
36, yeah, Artists. 36, yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. They're good, very intense colours. They're actually painting, drawing nicely over the painting. I
Oh,
can
that's
see.
good. Yeah.
And the white is really good, actually. The white is good over the top of the other colours, so that's nice.
Yeah, that is good.
Oh, actually. And I love the effect of drawn lines along with the painting marks.
Yeah. I can't wait to see yours. Oh, 35 seconds. Yikes.
Joseph is cheering me on in the back.
Lifetime drawings, actually. I think I might prefer drawing like this. I never would
Yeah,
have
I like it.
I like it so much, but
Yeah,
I feel happier.
yeah. I think it gives you a bit of a. Is enough, Joe? I think
Time's
it's
up.
yeah. Okay. I think it adds to the life of it.
Too. Yeah, I think so too.
It gives it vibrancy or something that see, I'm just gonna take a little photo, see if I can get the. Oh, that's not bad there. Okay. My paper's curling, but anyway.
Yeah. Oh, did you tape it down? It's cold.
Oh, this is just in my book that I was working on the other day. So
Oh,
it's just,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, I can stop
Yeah.
the screen share now. Okay.
Oh, yeah, good. All right. I'm gonna upload.
Oh, yeah, great. Okay.
Trim it this one a bit.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, I'm currently I was feeling unsuccessful, but actually, no, I do like them.
Yeah.
Very high expectations of myself sometimes.
Yes. Yep. I agree.
Okay. So
I don't have
that's
a picture of what it was before.
okay. That's
Okay. So yeah, the top one's the first one,
yeah.
and then the second one. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's how it was.
Oh, yeah. So let's go back. Okay. Yeah, nice.
Just put a lot. It's possibly hard to see, but
More
put a
detail.
lot of extra details and colors. Yeah.
Yeah. They're beautiful.
Again, their colors are very washed out. Yeah. It's interesting. Even on my phone here, it seems brighter than on the screen there. But anyway.
It could be the resolution of your screen as well, because I know when I'm choosing colors, I look at I have two laptops, and the colors look different on each laptop, and they look different again on my phone. So it could be something to do with the device that you're looking at them through.
Yeah, it's an oldish one, I guess.
Yeah. Did you do any more?
It did the first one. Maybe the first one didn't go through. Oh, okay, I'll try it again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe. It says view photo. Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love your...
So again...
Oh, whoops. What happened? What just happened then? It went out. Oh, it was like a reel or something.
Gone and...
and finished. Yeah.
Gone on with paper, pencils and drawn in the middle there. So, and it's taken some of the paint off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that was just a bit of a play, and they both need to be darkened up. They need more dark in them, but still, yeah. Yeah, okay.
I wonder, I think when if I spotlight this, when the video in the recording, it comes up big. I think so. If that's not big for you, I think you can pin it.
It is big now.
It is
big. Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Well, I wonder why it wasn't before. Oh, it was your computer. Okay, so this was the first one that I did.
Very good. I like it. Yeah.
And then that was the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really like this, but I do like it better than what it was before, so that's good.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I do like this, but I had a different vision in my mind as to what I wanted to achieve, and that's not it. I still like it. And then the other two that I did there.
I like them. Yeah, no, they're good. Oh, yeah, I like this one. Oh, yeah, yours looks... It's really interesting, isn't it? I was going to say yours looks like more true to the original picture. But it's really interesting because everybody, the way what appeals to them and what stands out is different for each person. So
yeah, it is. Or even what they choose to focus on first. Like
yeah. And I like your yellows in here in your little the little bobbles in the seaweed. They've come out quite strong.
Back.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. I ended up using the Thule not the Posca, but the Thule markers for those.
Those. That's a great idea.
Yeah, because I just needed more. It needed more depth in it, like more oomph.
Yes.
I think, and that's all I did. I only did 4 in that whole time, but that's okay.
Well, I did all my circles. I don't know if you can see, but I...
Oh, yeah, I want to see that.
This one.
Wait, I'll pin you now. I'll remove that spotlight from you, and I will spotlight you. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow,
the colour's not
look at that. Oh, wow.
So
they look fun. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh,
I did 10 actually.
Yeah.
These ones I really quite liked. These ones are quite pale and they're nice because they're a bit more muted, and the other ones are quite leery and...
Oh, beautiful. They are very beautiful. And the salt, I can see the effects of the salt in there. Gosh, you've done heaps. This is 10. Yeah.
So they're nearly dry. So, I mean, yeah, this afternoon I could come back and do some more on top, or add, knock off the salt and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah.
These are the last ones. These are the ones that were like really quite too wet, I think. I can't do this. It's just hard to get the...
Yeah.
I'm going to end up dripping paint everywhere, but yeah.
Oh, they're so good. They're great. That was fun.
So
yeah, I'm glad
that'll be something for next time. It's like a preparation for next time. So
yeah. Next time I would really like to try doing like a sketchbook page where I'm not sure yet. I might choose a theme and maybe have 3 images, and we'll do timed but longer ones, like maybe a 20-minute one, a 25-minute drawing, a 20-minute and a 15-minute or something like that. And we sort of do an outline, like a plan of how we're going to do our sketchbook. I'd like to try that. I'm not sure. I have to have a think about a theme of what we could do. Like maybe it could be a summer holiday, vacation at the beach, or something like that. Like something.
Okay.
Might do that. Have a go.
Maybe you could give us, if you come up with your theme, send it in an email as a prompt a few days before, so I've got a little bit of time to think about what.
That's a good idea.
Motifs or yeah. I mean, I'm sure you'll come up with your photo prompts as well. So
that's a very good idea. I thought actually when I do this properly, what I'm going to do, so if we keep to Friday or either the Friday or the Saturday, let's just pretend at the moment we're keeping our art play dates to the Friday. I thought I'd send for the paid version of my Substack, I would send the email on Wednesday only for paid content. So in Rising Tide, I would put an email, like I'd write a blog post with the link to the Zoom link on the Wednesday, as well as some of the reference images or an idea of what we're working on. I might not put the reference images on the Wednesday. I will put them in with the replay. So it's basically the Wednesday there'll be an email blog post.
For maybe one photo to give people a bit of an idea.
Yeah, like maybe just one. That's a good idea. Yeah. And then on the Friday we have the Zoom meeting, and then I will upload the replay on the Saturday with the PDF of or a link to a Pinterest folder and a PDF of like the PowerPoint, all the images that we've used. So yeah,
sounds good.
Yeah,
very organized.
And I've made a calendar and everything. We have the art play date was the 1st and the 3rd Friday of every month from 9:30 till 11. And then this morning I was thinking maybe Saturday would be a good idea, like one Friday and one Saturday.
You can try it, see how it goes.
Yeah, I'll have to see how good my internet is on Saturdays actually, because with just one or two other people I think it'd be okay, but I don't know how it works. Like
no, well, it would depend on my internet and everyone else's internet, as to whether
does.
Yeah. And Saturday morning might be okay because a lot of people might be off having to do things like shopping and sport and whatever, so therefore there might not be as many people at home on the internet, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe Saturday afternoon might be more of a busy time for internet. I don't know, really, for the weekends. In the afternoons it can be pretty congested and your internet's pretty hopeless, but in the
evenings like ugh. Yeah. Anyway,
very good.
I'll have a think about. I'll see. I mean, it does make sense to have 2 different days. Then it can, if someone can't come on a Friday, then they can come on a Saturday and vice versa.
But maybe that could also be like, like if you've got step 1 and step 2. Step 1 is to get the Fridays established and going. And then when there's enough people say, oh, Friday's no good, you have another date, then you establish your second rather than starting them both at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just an idea. Yeah. Something to think about. I don't know. Because the more boats you're trying to row to the island, the trickier it might be.
Yeah.
You thought?
Yeah.
Don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
You could try it and see how it goes either way, Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right.
Oh, I forgot to do the thank you slide. Oh, it doesn't really matter now, I guess. Although I will do it because I have a thank you slide. Whoops, I don't want to share that one. Here it is. I have to open it up again. Oh, I could just say goodbye. No. A thank you slide, because look, I had high expectations. I'd do a lot more than I did today. I knew I would do all of the shells.
Oh, yes, very good. Yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
thank you for joining us today. Yeah, and then I've got the reference
Yeah, that's good.
in my Pinterest. So, yeah,
Beautiful. Very
that
good.
is all that I wanted to share. So I'll end the show and stop the share and wave goodbye.
See you later. Thanks, and see you next time.
Yep, see you
That was lovely.
soon. Thank
Right.
you.
Take care. See ya.
I'll
Bye-bye.
message you as well. Okay,
Very
bye.
good. No, take care. See ya.
See ya.